Welcome to Young and Finch, the podcast made by Korean millennials. Hey guys, welcome back to Young and Finch. This is episode 39. My name is Andrew, and I'm here with
Brian, Wagwan.
And Josh.
And you know it. You know what's going on. We're here with another episode of Bab For Thought. Just for some context, if you don't know what that is, we just basically prepare two questions that, the other two don't know about, and we just talk about it. Bab basically means rice or food, and food for thought, Bab For Thought. You know the vibes. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
So, with the whole men's mental health discussion and topic floating around.
Is this your first question?
Yeah. It's like a background.
Getting right into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so basically with the whole mental health, especially for men in the month of November, we have all that November campaign that people are following. And I'm just wondering, how you guys cope with stress and deal with mental health issues, whether it comes from work, friends, your relationships. Yeah.
It's a very good question.
Starting off with a doozy, eh?
Yeah. I mean, don't worry. My second question is a little bit more
No, it's good. It's good.
lighthearted, but
No.
I thought, with the whole fit the theme kind of thing.
Definitely.
So I could start.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys think about it and, prepare something. But for me, I like to de-stress. And I think I mentioned this before, by taking short naps. And if that is taken away from me, I have a really hard time functioning throughout the day, actually.
Yeah.
And I can't work on something for a very long time. So very long time seems exaggerated, but I'm talking, I can't sit at the same place for more than an hour, actually. I think I have borderline ADHD, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I always have to be moving every 45 minutes, whether it's getting a cup of water, like I gotta chill, de-stress for 5 minutes every time I work a certain time.
Yeah.
But obviously your life doesn't work out like that, and there's things that are due within a certain time frame. So a good example is my last week, where I mentioned this before, but I started a new job and I got placed into pretty relatively quickly, because funny story, I found out that my current role isn't actually an entry level role. It was one above that.
Yeah.
So there's that added pressure of you're a medium, not a senior role, but
intermediate.
Intermediate, there it is. Intermediate role. You're expected to learn by yourself, pick up everything.
Yeah.
And then plus I got a deadline due. This is my first time working at a big tech company, so I know how fast everything moved, but it's once you experience it, coming from where I came from, where everything was very slow and I thought I knew everything, and I could pretty much estimate the effort that is being placed into it, and I could just spread that out, right?
Yeah.
But with this current role, I have no knowledge of that, and I have no grasp of that, because I'm learning and I'm trying to understand everything. And especially for this week, I got placed into this new project, and there's these thing called sprints, which is basically 2 weeks you have to prepare something, basically. And yeah, I've never been in this situation before, and I found myself losing the thing that I mentioned before about not being able to sleep or nap for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because of that added stress of what if someone asks me questions and all that stuff, right? And yeah, man, this week was just very tough for me, because when I am stressed, I like to keep it to myself, and I don't really portray it outside to anywhere. And I found that I gotta find other ways to kind of de-stress, because I got a dad, right, basically. And if and I'm working on this right now, and it's to really try to communicate with the people that are affected by me, and telling them where I am coming from, because
Yeah.
I feel like once I'm stressed and I kind of keep it to myself, it affects other people
Yeah.
because I'm not communicating and because I'm not showing it. And
Mm-hmm.
I used to cope it before by taking naps and doing the things that I like I do to kind of step away from the stressful moments, which is through naps. But now I can't do that anymore, so it's like I'm trying to like learn new ways, which right now is communication through stressful times, especially when things have deadlines. And this isn't just for relationships. I actually had this with my manager at work too, where he told me like multiple times that I had to work on my communication skills. And
Your current manager or your past one?
current one, actually.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that when I'm stressed, I'm not communicating effectively. And to be in a part of a team, you got to do that.
Yeah.
And I always brush this off, man. Like, honestly, before my current role, I thought like I have everything in control, like I know everything. And it might sound cocky, but like I just thought I could take everything in. But now it's like it's different,
Yeah, for sure.
That's just my one way of now trying to make sure everything is in place. There's some certain situations where you don't know everything and you're learning, and for me, like I just gotta find a different way of coping that. And yeah, like obviously if I'm stressed and the people around me are pissed at me, it's gonna add stress, right? So I don't want that, first of all. And I want to keep relationships when I'm stressed, because in the end, for the long run, it's gonna be beneficial, right?
Yeah.
So
Like it's just important to know how your body reacts and how you react under stress, and just figuring out how to navigate
and I think
accordingly.
exactly, and that adaptation is, I think, really important. Like
Huge,
I can't take naps anymore, so I actually try to work out in the mornings. So that's like another way maybe I could. Yeah, so I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the initial question again? It was how do you?
It's like how do you cope with stress and deal with mental health issues?
Yeah, so I think I think that's a huge thing, and we kind of talked about it during our mental health episode as well. So I won't go too deep into like everything, obviously, because it's a lot to take on. But yeah, like exercise, I think is a huge one. I think I talked about this before, but yeah, running. Yeah, I think I said that before too during the mental health one. But yeah, for me, still running is the number one best mental health medicine for me. It's the best de-stressor. Man, it's just so much clarity.
Let's say you broke your ankle or something.
Oh,
you
bro.
Run.
So my close buddy who I run with, he actually injured his ankle playing ball, and this is a friend who's I think it was during September or October. He was doing 10K a day, for the entire month basically. So this is a guy who's like very into running, and he's on the same page with me. He's like running is like, it's just something to just help de-stress and to clear his mind. And he's been nursing that ankle injury for a while, and yeah, like for a couple of times he's like, bro, like I'm gonna go insane. Like I have to do something. I have to be out. I have to be walking. Like, so if I broke my ankle, I can only imagine, because like like if he's dealing with it that hard, like like how badly would it affect me? So knock on wood that never happens, but yeah, that's probably the best way I de-stress and help cope with some of the mental health issues and stuff like that. Yeah,
dude, like honestly, it's I've seen this quote before online where it's like, you don't actually, it was an office. There's a quote from The Office. It's like, you don't enjoy the things you have until it becomes a memory or something like that. So it's like, man, like the 20-minute, 30-minute naps that I took during the middle of the day was so, like, for me, when I finish work or like when I have free time, I try not to, or if I'm not watching like some show or whatever, I try not to sit on my computer nowadays because that's my freaking job, right?
Yeah.
And I used to like sitting at the computer, but now it's like it kind of gives me anxiety a little bit because, you know, yeah, it's just. But I like nowadays and during the weekends I would lay on my couch or like lay on my bed for an hour or two because I couldn't do it throughout my weekend. It's something that I lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like if you're like running, make sure to cherish that. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Of course. I'm playing.
No, but for sure, yeah. It's like you just gotta be mindful about. Yeah, like you can't just like. In the similar veins, like, you know, I can't just run anymore. Like, I have to make sure I'm stretching. I have to make sure I'm doing proper maintenance. I'm taking physio. I'm working on my strong suits, my weak suits, so that, like, just to ensure that the long game is there, right? Like, I don't want to run for 2 years now and then end up having knee issues because, you know, I was running improperly, right? Like, I want to run, you know, I want to be running till I'm like 75, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But yeah.
You should do a marathon one day, Josh.
I'm down. You know, I'm working on my half marathon game. If any listeners want to join, you know, I actually ran with some of our Instagram community as well. So that was fun. But yeah, if anyone's interested, let me know. But yeah.
Wait, what?
Brian, what about
you?
you?
We'll talk about that later. But no, I agree. I think exercise has been very important part of my life. It's given me structure and it's given me the discipline. And, you know, you're just constantly going against yourself, right? Like some days you don't want to go to work out. And especially for me, because I work in healthcare, sometimes it can get very physically tiring.
Yeah.
But, you know, on the days where I choose to go, you know, you just feel more fulfilled and you build, you know, like mental toughness that way. So I think, yeah, I don't think we have to go too deep into exercise. I think everybody knows the benefits.
Definitely.
But I think also another important thing is that you also got to take care of, like, I guess your mental aspect as well. And for me personally, I try to meditate. I think that's definitely given me a lot of calmness and clarity over the years. I don't get as reactive to things that happens around me. I'm more in control of my thoughts. I'm more you know, I can present myself and in the manner that's congruent with what I want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you portray yourself as you portray yourself.
Exactly, rather than being reactive to what other people say or think. Yeah. And I think just being in your thought and just kind of feeling out your body, feeling out your thought process, especially after like a hard day at work, and just kind of, you know, I mean, everyone's situation is different, right? Some people's jobs more stressful than mine or vice versa. But for me, I just try to just kind of, I guess, think about the days where life or my job at work wasn't that stressful and just kind of remember it as like, oh, this is just like a temporary feeling. Like, you know, I can get through this. Like, I try to imagine the long run situation.
Right.
And I think just having gratitude also helps. Just remembering all the things that you have in your life and how far you've come to be where you are. And, you know, it could always be worse. Someone always has it worse than you. Someone is dealing with an illness. Someone is dealing with all sorts of things. And luckily, sometimes my stress is like I had a rough day at work, you know, like just kind of putting things in perspective like that. And just taking some time off to just kind of reevaluate what happened throughout the day and how you want to spend the rest of your day, you know, not letting whatever happened at work carry over to, you know, what's remaining of your day. I think it's also important.
Yeah.
But it's practice. Like, it's not going to just happen overnight. You just have to keep doing it, keep working on it. And I think one last thing that helps me is also journaling. This is something that I've been doing it for a while, but I've been putting a little bit more emphasis lately. And it's just like, you just journal. You just write out your thought process, what happened during the day, like what's on your mind. You just kind of write it out. And And you don't have to do this every day. Maybe you do it every other day, but you just kind of write it out. And then on Sunday, I would just kind of review that and just kind of see what happened. Oh, what did I do wrong? Like, what can I improve, or what can I be grateful for?
Yeah.
And just, I feel like that just gives me also more structure and also more control of the things that's happening in my life. And yeah, and then in the end, I would just kind of write down like, oh, like, what do I want to get done this week? I'll write like a little short-term goal, long-term goal, like mid-term goal kind of thing. And yeah, I feel like just having more structure and just being mindful of where I am in my life and where I want to go definitely helps. And also, like, one other thing, like, I'm not, like, I say all this stuff as if like there's nothing wrong, like, oh, nothing wrong with me. Obviously, I have those moments where I'm like, oh fuck, like, I wish I had this, I wish I had that,
Yeah.
And especially with social media and so many I guess impulses that you see on your phone, like, it's easy to get caught up in those things and just kind of compare your life to what other people have. But I noticed that, like, sometimes, like, I could be on my bed and just like scrolling through Instagram, and I would just kind of go down like this negative spiral path of like, oh, like, why isn't my life like that? Why don't I have this? So I think one thing that I realized is, like, you just gotta move your body. Don't just be in bed. When you're feeling like you're in a funk, don't move. Like, go outside, go work out, go to like a local cafe, or get like something to drink, and then just kind of change it up a little bit. Don't just be in bed and just kind of let that thought just kind of linger with you. Like, I feel like once you move your body, your mind just kind of works together. They're both like, they synergize with each other. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, but that's what works for me. And honestly, like, I would even consider going to therapy, like, if there's something that's really bothering you. And
Yeah, for sure.
like, I know I've met a lot of people who's had traumas in the past that they held it to themselves this whole time. But I know they tell me they go to therapy and they just kind of hash it out, and it's helped them a lot. So personally, I haven't been to therapy, so I don't know, but it is something that's available for people out there.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I hope that helps.
No, it did. I also actually wanted to kind of add, for me, but I'm trying to practice this to myself actually, where when I get stressed or anxious about something, I take a step back and really try to think logically. So, for example, right, let's say, so I like to overthink a lot. So, let's say in my current position, like, oh, if I don't do this by this time, I'm gonna get fired for sure. Or like I made this error on this like code base, whatever. I'm gonna get fired. Like, it's gonna break the whole website. Like, even these like little things, it gets magnified once you're under stress, right? So right now, it's like these days, I try to take a step back and think logically. So in this situation, it's like people make mistakes. Like, obviously, they're not gonna expect from you if you just started a month ago. Like, stuff like that. Like, they're not gonna fire it because you got hired a month ago. It's more of a waste of money for them to fire you if they find out someone new. And then kind of like going through that thought process of thinking logically and kind of taking a step back from the magnified details really helped me actually. Yeah. So I don't know if this is helpful to some people, but that's what I've done and I'm practicing still. So
yeah, just like rationalizing the situation, because sometimes we can blow things out of proportion, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my question.
Nice.
True.
Nice. Next question.
What's something that you guys used to hate as a kid but love as an adult?
Hate as a kid but love as an adult?
Yeah.
Sushi. Sashimi.
Whoa, what?
Sashimi?
Alcohol.
Oh, I mean,
beer.
Alcohol,
Yo,
yeah.
I think
Well,
Josh
you
remembers.
shouldn't be drinking as a
oh
kid.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, first time
No,
I tried
but
beer. Jesus Christ.
The first time I had beer, it was like I hated it,
Yeah,
and I mean now I like it. So that's one thing.
that's fair. For me, it was like, I fucking love bubbly. You guys know bubbly?
Wait,
Like-
is that an alcoholic drink?
No,
Champagne?
It's carbonated water.
Oh, you mean like Bublé?
Bubbly or Bubbly?
Yeah,
Bubbly?
Michael
Oh yeah,
Bublé.
yeah, yeah. Like Michael Bublé is always in the commercials. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Like before, I was like, yo, why the hell do people drink this? It tastes like just acid in your mouth. But now it's so good, and I'm like, I don't know.
Wait, so is it? I actually never tried it. So is it carbonated water or
It's
is
just
it?
it's just soda water. What is it
carbonated
flavored?
water with a little flavor? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah,
but instead of drinking like pop or stuff like that,
Wait, so you didn't like this as a kid? Like you didn't like sparkling water as a kid?
I no, I hated it. Let's go
Really?
Perrier.
Perrier.
yeah.
Yeah, I used to hate that. My parents would
Right.
drink it all the time. I'm like, how do you drink this? Disgusting.
Really?
Dude, I hate carbonated water still, like to this
What?
day. Personally,
Oh, really?
I don't like it.
I think
don't
every
like
member of my family has a soda stream, so you can make carbonated water
Oh.
anytime you want instead of
Really?
buying it by the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
because
about buying that.
it's like a nice alternative to soda. Like if you want something like Geigerman, like something to like clean, something like refreshing, like nice and carbonated. It's a nice,
Yeah.
because no sugar, right? So
No
True.
sugar. It's just water, but fizzy.
yeah,
it. Yeah, I get it. I get that. But for me, I grew up with Sprite. Right? I loved Sprite when I was a kid,
yeah,
Yeah.
and the comparisons actually, not comparison. Sorry, the representation is pretty the same. It's a clear clear soda drink.
Clear
They're
soda.
both clear. So when I drink carbonated water,
Yeah,
I anticipate clear soda drink with sugary Sprite, but like I trip out because every time I drink it, it's like fucking there's
dry
no
as
sugar.
shit.
Yeah. So I don't like it,
Yeah.
but that's me.
I don't know why. It just flipped. It just the switch just flipped.
Maybe I'll just
Um,
So
try it.
good. Let's
For
try
me,
it. Bubbly.
I think probably I really hated mushrooms growing up. Like
Ooh,
I remember as a baby, like not a baby, as like a kid, like we'd go camping and then my parents would make mushroom soup and then the smell of it made me like want to throw up.
Mm.
And then my dad, some Korean dads do, they say the best way to overcome it is to confront it. So he like force fed me mushroom soup. Not force fed me, but he's like, you have to eat it. So then I ate it and then I threw up in the car and then he's like, okay, you're not bullshitting. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. But now, bro, I fucking love mushrooms, bro. Any mushroom,
Yeah.
I'm not any mushroom. All
Yeah.
grocery store and produce mushrooms, I'm down.
Yeah.
No psychedelics, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I remember. This is a good answer actually. I remember one. I got one.
What is it?
So the question was the things that I didn't like as a kid, but now I like now.
Yeah.
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 Girls, sorry.
What the? Let's go back to that beer. No, I'm kidding.
No cap though. Sorry.
All right. This one, let's open up a little bit. Let's get a little intimate. Let's get a little vulnerable.
Oh.
How do you like to be shown affection? Kind of goes back to the love language thing, but as an individual, you as a person, like what's something that is like someone can do and then you're like, wow, I really feel cared about, or I really feel like,
Like love
you know
language.
what I mean?
What's my
like
love language?
kind of like love language, but like maybe if there's something a little more like interesting, like unique. Like for me, a lot of mine has to do with food, right? So it's like if someone gives me like the first taste, or someone's like, you have the first bite. It's really really stupid. I'm not like, she gave me, this girl or like this guy gave me the first bite, like he cares about me, you know what I mean? But it's like it's like those small things with food that like I attribute a lot of value to. Like being like, I think you'd really enjoy this, or like bringing like a snack, or like stuff like that is something that it's like weird, but like for me, like I'm like, wow, like I feel cared about because I care about food, you know what I mean? Think about it.
Yeah. So what was the 5 languages again? I just want to.
Yeah. Physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, and quality time.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah.
I think I would be the most impressed with
Mm-hmm.
quality of time
Mhm.
because I'm just trying to rethink of the times I was impressed on a date or like meeting someone, right?
Yeah.
And the time I was most impressed was when I was spending time with someone and it was just natural, like fun. And then and then she paid for the drinks, but maybe that's why it was the most memorable.
So
like no,
gifts.
but the way she presented it was so cool. Like it was just like
What happened?
I never experienced that in my life before. It was just like usually on like first or second date, like the guys pay, right? If it's not too much, right? But
Yeah.
this was like a second date, and we went out, and it came out to it wasn't like cheap. It was pretty pricey,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of pay for it. But this girl just like without me knowing just paid, and then we left. Like when I went to the bathroom, and then I came back,
Yeah.
and it was like paid. So I was like, oh shit, like yeah. On a second date though, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
So
when
it
you
was like,
felt you felt affection.
no, but like it was a thing where I was unexpecting it, and
Yeah.
they did it, so it was very impressive.
Yeah, not a lot of
It-
girls will do that.
Yeah, it's not the I think the act.
It's a
it was
thought.
Just me. It's a thought. Yeah, like I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it,
Yeah.
and it threw me off. So that's why maybe.
So maybe that's it. Like you feel the most affection when someone does something for you or someone does something and it's like without expectation.
Yeah,
catches you
I mean,
off
usually like I expect like I don't want to say I expect shit, but like usually when there's like it's like a tennis court. Right? There's like two courts. Like
Of
you do
course, yeah.
something, kind of like in the back of your mind, you kind of not expect, but like you are patient for something. But like this case, it was like I was going to pay. I was
Yeah.
expected to pay in my head,
Yeah.
and then she came out of nowhere and was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, what's good?" And I was like, "Oh shit! Like you took my heart, bro."
You were like, oh, bah, sorry.
I was like, "Oh, no, sorry." No, but yeah, that's me.
True. Brian, what about you?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Think about it.
What's something that really like makes me go like,
Yeah, and it could it could be something like completely weird, right? Like for me, like the food thing, it's like that doesn't. It's not like what I look for, but it's those things that really kind of hit different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Left an
like. I guess
impression.
maybe like meaningful gifts.
Mm.
I remember like this one time. Like it just totally caught me off guard. Just like sentimental, like handmade gifts.
True.
That they really thought about a lot and put in a lot of effort.
Like as an example, do you have any examples or
Man, I'm such a fucking
without going?
trash
Or
human.
that's cool.
Like sorry to cut you off, man. But
Yeah.
I was just gonna say like, for me, if I get something that's not really useful,
yeah,
even if it's very like sentimental and shit, that's what I mean. Like if you go to like a housewarming party or like someone got
Yeah.
married, like you
Yeah.
try to give them something that's useful, like diapers, right?
Yeah,
For,
yeah.
for,
Yeah,
like, newly
or toilet
wed.
paper or something
Yeah,
like that.
like-
Yeah.
So like I kind of like think of it that way. Like if I get something that's not useful,
no, for sure. I say a bit of both is pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
But like I guess one time like this girl gave me it's like a picture book, whatever. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called, but it
Photo
had, like-
album?
yeah, photo album, and it had like picture book. Yeah, but it had like all her pictures from the past, and she wrote stuff on it, like little captions, and it's like, oh, remember this, blah blah blah, and I was like feeling like this, blah blah blah, and just like it's fun, just like scrolling like
Yeah.
page by page, and it's kind of just like going by memory lane, and the fact that she bought this photo album and printed out all these pictures and wrote
Yeah.
stuff on it, like it takes time,
Yeah,
and
sure.
she won't do those kind of things unless she
Yeah.
like really like likes you or loves you or whatever. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really good example.
Yeah.
Like my example is like fucking useless. Like
So Andrew, you're saying if you got that, you'd be like, what the fuck
I'd
am I
be-
supposed to do with a picture
no,
book?
no, that's different. That's
put it in the
different.
fireplace, keep myself warm.
No, this is a really like good example where it means like it's something that
Yeah.
you two did. Like you two together took photos, right? And she thought of you, and like trying to recapsulate the memories and whatnot.
Yeah,
But like the shit that I got was like fucking t-shirt, like dye.
With like your face on it.
Yeah, something like that, like something stupid like that. Like I got a mug that I never used. Like
yeah.
the fuck, like I know she thought of me and bought it for me, but like what the fuck, I'm not gonna use this shit. It's like different level of sentimental.
and
Yo,
just hope to please. No, I'm playing.
I've seen you wear that t-shirt though a couple times.
Yeah, I mean that shirt was at
Oh,
home when I
that
sleep.
t-shirt.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
when
I know
I
that
sleep.
t-shirt.
No, when I go to sleep though, like nice
Oh
pajamas.
shit, I remember that.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I take it back. It's not totally useless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pajama shirt. Well, we all need
Yeah,
pajama shirts.
Yeah. Not like it's different. I'm just saying that's different.
True.
All right,
True.
next question.
All right. So my second question is, what are something people seem to misunderstand about you? So let's say you go to a party, right? And then, or like somewhere new,
Mm-hmm.
and then you say something,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, "Oh, really? Do you ever have that?" Or anytime like they thought about you something or someone.
Yeah.
Or here, maybe another variation of the question would be, what's something that surprised or
Yeah, surprise
Actually,
other
no,
people. Or like
yeah,
catches
yeah.
them off guard about you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Just one or a couple?
Whatever you think.
Hmm.
So like, I have one where. Actually no. This is like not really like, it's like a self boost kind of thing. But I had a lot of people tell me like when I'm sitting down,
Yeah.
they don't think that I'm like as tall as I look.
Mm.
But like especially like on webcams, right? I had a coworker from my last position where he thought
Yeah.
I wasn't that tall because he just saw me through camera because it was from work from home.
Yeah.
And then we just had a chance to kind of catch up and meet in real life. And he was like, "Oh, like you're taller than I expected." So I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
Thank you, I guess. But yeah, I heard that multiple
You're
times.
like, thank you, but do I look short on webcam or what's up?
No, I actually asked. I was like,
Thank you.
"Do I-"
But what do I look like on webcam?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Actually, like I'm not. I don't know, cause yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought
No, I got that too though, cause we went for like a work outing a couple weeks ago, for like dinner, and I met people for the first time, and they're like, "Whoa, you're like taller than I thought." I'm like,
yeah.
"How tall do you think I was?" Yeah. Yeah, but also like us three were also, we said this before, but we're also kind of tall, so like
Yeah, but like
it
some
is.
people look tall. You know what I'm saying? And some people
Yeah.
some people look tall and some people look short.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the proportions, I guess.
You know what's funny though? Like, there's a lot of people that, like, kind of conversely, look tall in like photos just by their face, but they're like mad short in real life.
Yeah.
You know
I
you know the meme handsome not handsome squid, the crimson chin.
Oh yeah,
About
yeah.
it. It's like,
Yeah.
If you're handsome but you're also short,
Yeah.
there's like a Nemo. Anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to all my short kings out there, man.
Yeah, for sure. No, like short kings get it. Don't lose, dude. The only thing, this is kind of off topic, but the problem with non-tall people are the confidence. So yeah,
Mm.
I think the confidence comes stronger because they or like grew up with like with I think when society tells you something, you push back against it, right? Like if
oh no, I mean,
I would say
they're-
case
they're
by
less-
case.
I mean, they're like less confident, or they should be.
no,
more
I'm
confident.
saying I think they're more confident most times.
Oh, in general.
Yeah, because
Oh.
society's like, oh, like you're short or
Interesting.
whatever, but then they're like, well,
I
then
see what you're saying.
like
True.
fuck that, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking show you that height doesn't matter.
Yeah.
True. I mean, I've seen both cases, so
Yeah, of course.
I'll leave it at that.
course. For me, I've gotten this not so much now because I haven't practiced my Korean, but I've gotten a couple times where I'll meet a Korean person or like we'll hang out with Korean people, and then I'll tell them I was born here. And they'll be like, "Oh, really? Like you're Korean first, second gen? Like your Korean's pretty good." Like I've gotten that a decent amount of times. They're like, "Oh," or like, sometimes I'll even get like, "Wow, I thought your Korean's like pretty good." And I'm not saying my Korean is good. I know my Korean needs a lot of working on, so I'm not trying to say but I've gotten that, and I'm cool with that. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do an episode one day when we speak in Korean. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
형님 핀치에 오신 걸 환영합니다.
What the? Yo, are you born here?
Funny you say that because like actually I'm the exact opposite. People think that I grew up here. And I'm like, no. I came when I was in like grade 3, and they're like,
They're
oh,
like,
like,
oh.
and they're like, because I think it's my accent. I don't have like a typical like Korean accent, I guess, like Korean English
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
on the boat with Brian too, actually.
Yeah,
'Cause I think it's because the way I dress, though, more so than the way I talk.
yeah,
For me.
that probably, yeah.
What
I
people
like my
think,
hair.
people are surprised when or people think that you're born here.
No. I'm like, I dress like a Korean, and I'm like, I speak. Oh, hello, my name is Andrew. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh.
But
Yeah.
your Korean is good though.
Yeah.
Like your Korean is solid.
I know,
Yeah.
but I came here when I was young, right? So
Yeah.
they don't. They think that I came here not too long ago.
Oh.
But then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go like, I drop some like next level. Oh, hello, my name is Andrew. And
Wait,
I'm
wasn't
like,
Brian saying people think that he's born here?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are like, yo, you're Korean.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Brian's
Never mind.
like, 안녕하세요. Sorry.
Oh, I think he meant Korean.
Yeah,
Anyways, true.
and obviously, like another obvious thing is obviously my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look at me, they're
a good
like,
thing.
"Oh, look at this 18-year-old high school kid," and then I
What
open
now?
my mouth.
Nah.
Oh, not now, but they think I'm way younger than I look,
Yeah.
which people say is a good thing, but it's kind of annoying because
Nah,
to
they
hear
do
that
the
my
same
whole
thing.
life. Now, yeah, it's like stigmatism, you know. It's like you want what you don't have, I guess. It's like when
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, you look young," like I'm like figuring out ways to look older.
Trust me, dude. You look plenty old.
Yo,
Got
man.
you.
But no. Now I'm like I enjoy it because like
Yeah.
when I become 30 and I'll look I'll look decently younger. But
Yeah.
True.
yeah,
What about you, Brian?
no, that was it.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
that was it,
True,
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my question.
All right. Sick. Next question.
Would you rather fight a chicken every time you got into a car, or fight a orangutan randomly once a year with a sword?
With the what?
Or orangutan with
Yeah.
a sword once a year.
I can answer that first.
Okay.
I would do. Wait,
Wait,
fight a chicken every time you get in the car, right?
Yeah.
just have any car.
Any car. Yeah.
Just
Any
streetcar
car.
count?
Yeah.
I'll do the first
streetcar,
one.
Any vehicle.
Oh.
First one.
Kill the chicken.
Yeah, first one. Because I don't get in the car that often, and I think.
But
I think-
streetcar, subway, anything. Anytime you
Yeah.
get into a moving vehicle,
Yeah.
you have to
Vehicle,
fight a
yeah.
chicken.
Yeah,
True.
because orangutans are huge. You know.
Yeah. They could possibly kill you. But
Yeah,
you have a
good.
sword.
Oh,
I
I thought
know,
he
but
had the sword.
No. You have
I
the
thought you were
sword.
fighting an
Yeah.
orangutan with the sword.
No.
Like-
no.
Oh.
But I think I
Yeah.
could 100% beat a chicken, but I don't think I could 100% beat an orangutan even with the sword.
Yeah, there's a chance you
True.
might not come back from that.
Yeah. So.
But you gotta grab the chicken. Like that's like running around and
No,
kill
but it's in
it.
the car, right?
Oh man, but I don't know, man.
No, he's like you open the door and it's like a boss level. He like pops out and he's like blocking your doorway. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're getting hypothetical, then like,
But I would fight the chicken too.
yeah,
And one, they're smaller. Two, you have dinner.
higher chance
Yeah.
of winning too.
Yeah. That was my
Yeah.
thought. You have dinner.
Yeah. But then it's gonna be annoying if you have to get into the streetcar. Like you're like running behind. You're like, fuck, I have a date. I'm 10 minutes late. And you try to go on the streetcar, and the chicken's like, what's up, motherfucker? You know. and then you show up to the date with like
Assume-
chicken
no,
blood
no.
on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
No, just assume the chicken's gonna attack you,
yeah.
chasing you, not you chasing him or it.
True. I guess you don't have to kill it too. You can just like evade it, right? So. But the orangutan will hunt you, right?
Orangutan.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Orangutan's just scary.
But you have a sword, and it's a very sharp sword.
I know,
One
I
clean
know.
slice. That's it, bro.
Bro, I don't
I
know
know,
if I could
but-
do that. Like
I
morally,
could
I don't
do
think I
that,
could even
yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying?
But you kill a chicken? You break its neck?
No, I'm saying like I just I redacted my statement. I would evade the chicken, but the orangutan, I don't think the orangutan will quit.
Yeah, they're different, dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
If
Well, would you do
trigger
the orangutan?
them- Oh man.
I would not.
Nah, I'll probably go with the chicken.
Bro, such a random question.
I know.
Fucking cracked me up.
Just a little curveball. Yeah. You get dinner every time. Free chicken.
Yeah,
Free chicken breast. So perfect.
protein.
Let's
Yeah.
get it.
Or fried chicken.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jolly B.
Next question.
Stand for Jolly Brian. Sorry.
What
Ooh. Jollibee's
Next
trash.
question. Okay, last question. What is one habit that you do that you know is fucking awful, but you know you'll never give up?
I think we guys know. Sorry.
Hey, speak for yourself, man.
I am. I mean, I said we guys.
Yeah. Well, that's not awful though.
I think it's pretty awful.
Well, maybe
Personally.
maybe how you do it is awful. Andrew needs to do like a full spring cleaning after.
Sorry. No, but I actually got one though. Like
Yeah.
legitimately.
Yeah.
Probably
What?
alcohol.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Probably alcohol.
It
Like,
is fucking
I know
awful.
I don't do it that often,
Yeah.
but like I have to because it's a societal thing,
Yeah.
and I want to do it,
Yeah.
but I don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes I'm like going out for a drink and I'm like, I'm not a big
Yeah.
alcohol guy either. So it's like, fuck. Like, just got to do it for the night, you know?
I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's too much of a habit though. It's kind of just like something awful. You know what I mean? Like habit, something that you do habitually, and
I mean, don't you drink every week?
nah. I
No
don't.
cap?
I don't.
No cap?
I don't get, bro. I went 2 weeks this week without drinking.
Okay, like on average, do you drink once per week? On average?
I'm not saying it's not a habit, but I'm saying
You just said it's not a habit.
I'm clarifying if it's a habit. If it's a habit, then it's a habit, and we're good. But like, is it a habit? Because you guys
I
don't
think it's
drink
a
that
habit.
much.
But it's a habit still, I think. Like even if you do it once a
Alright.
week on average, I think it's a habit. I
Alright,
think
fair,
a
fair.
non-habit is like a long period of time, right?
Sure.
But that's just me.
Sure. Brian, what
It's
about you?
hard. I would say snoozing.
Like when you wake up and then you
Yeah.
snooze.
Yeah. And then I go sleep for like another
Yeah.
like another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
As if it's gonna like change my whole life. but you know when you sleep for 15 minutes you're so happy. You're like, I got another
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yo, but honestly, like
I gotta work on that.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like it's good though. You know, that
Yeah.
little extra 5 minutes.
It is. But realistically, is it gonna really help that much?
Yeah.
Probably not. But
Bro,
I don't
sometimes
know.
I set an alarm. Like if I want to wake up at 9:45, I'll set an alarm at like 9:43,
yeah.
just so that I can snooze
Yeah.
it for the extra 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's gotten to that point.
I know.
Damn.
Fuck.
Yeah.
For me, my habits that I know I'll never, and I think this might like piss some people off, but with eggs, if I crack an egg and I use it, I'll put the eggshells back in the carton, and then
Oh.
collect it until it's done, and I'll just throw out the carton.
Oh, what? You don't
yeah.
recycle it?
I mean, no, of course I empty out the eggshells and then recycle it.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure, man. Like we're in 2021. We're trying to clean up
Yeah.
the earth. You know.
Another thing I do is like if I'm using toilet paper, I'll use half of one, and then I'll stuff the unused half on the top, so it's like you know what I mean, so that I can use it later or someone else can use it.
Wait,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
wait,
in the
what?
roll,
Yeah.
like in the toilet paper roll, I'll use like one sheet and I'll rip it in half and use half,
What?
and I'll stuff the unused half in the top so that I can use it later.
That's I think pretty smart because I kind of do that too.
Yeah.
So only sometimes though, because
Yeah.
So what I do is I rip a square,
Yeah.
and then if I feel like I only need to use half, I don't actually put it back in the roll. I just like toss it on my table for later use. I
I'll
actually
just
have
leave it on the
right
counter.
now. Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
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 And I just use it for the next.
Wait, how many squares do you guys usually get?
No, it's just like a roll, like toilet roll.
Oh, you mean like, wait, just to like wipe your ass or like? Do
No,
something-
I mean-
wipe something
No,
else?
no, like.
Sorry, did I say toilet paper? I meant paper towel. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
Not-
okay. I was like,
I use toilet paper.
so
I use
confused.
6.5 sheets.
I was like,
Oh,
damn,
that
you
makes more
guys are
sense.
really frugal.
No,
with
sorry,
that shit.
I meant paper towel. Sorry.
Okay,
don't
well,
know
I
what
actually
toilet
do
paper.
this. I actually use toilet paper as like single sheets.
Yeah. No, the reason I say this because like I went back in uni when I used to live with my buddies, they would always get so pissed because they would see my egg carton and we would share the paper towel, right? But there was
Yeah.
always eggshells in my eggs, and then there was always paper towel stuffed in the paper towel thing, and they would always like get mad at me
Yeah.
about that. So I just fucking throw it out. I'm like, bro, someone can use that.
Yeah, no, paper towel is fair. I do that too. That's
Yeah.
Paper
expensive,
towel's paper towel's fair.
and it's big. You don't really need all that.
I was like,
Exactly.
if you actually like tear half of toilet paper, that's tough.
Yeah.
I know some people would get triggered if they like wash their hands with water and then they dry it off with paper towel.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously I'm
use
guilty
the
of
whole
that too.
right?
Yeah, they'll just
Yeah.
and then just throw it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like use the whole, because I know people that take the whole roll and just use the
Just squeeze
like,
the
without-
roll.
Oh, just squeeze it.
yeah without tearing it.
What?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
savage.
That's like
Yeah.
disgusting,
That's
dude.
I know some people that do that,
That's fucked.
but
Can't trust
Yeah.
them.
another day.
So yeah, that about wraps up this episode. But this is also the last episode of the season 4.
Yes, sir.
Big push,
Yes.
guys. How's the season for you guys?
Yeah, it was a lot of changes in my personal life, a lot of obstacles,
Mhm.
but I'm glad that the season was a success, and I'm looking forward to season 5. Gonna prepare some more structure for our contents,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully we could provide for our audience in the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Just keep moving forward, so to speak, one foot in front of the other, and yeah, as long as we keep growing, keep providing genuine content with their Korean background, I think a lot of people can resonate with that,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's just fun to see us grow and to interact with a lot of people on Instagram,
Mhm.
and even have some people kind of reach out to us too that want to like work with us.
Yep.
I think that was a really interesting process that happened this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go. Let's keep going.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yeah, season 5. Hopefully next season we'll be bringing not only better content but more engaging content. I think we've had some really good guests on this season as well as past seasons, but hoping to push that further, get some more interesting guests, some more interesting topics, and just to build that community with you guys a bit more. We're excited.
Yep. And if you guys have any topics, please share with us. It not only helps us because we don't have to prepare as much, but we obviously want to talk about things that our audience wants to hear. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
keep those coming.
We will probably take some time off just to recuperate and
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just kind of enjoy life, so to speak. Not that we weren't enjoying life before, but but yeah, we'll be back stronger. Not Kanye West, sorry. Yeah, and if you guys want to interact with us, send us DMs or anything like that, you guys can follow us on our Instagram page at The Young and Finch.
Yes, sir. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to give us a rating and a review in the iTunes store, and give us a follow on Spotify. I think we're hitting, our Spotify follower community is growing, so we love to see that. And you can find our older episodes there as well. And you can find us on any platform you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, sir. And have a great one, guys. We'll catch you guys next time.
Next year.
Next year.
Next season.
Have a happy, have a
Next
good
season.
holiday season, everyone.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.